Ladies and gentlemen, today is a very special day. We have one of the greats returning to the Brawl Stars community, and I couldn't be any happier about it. Now, I'm assuming a lot of you guys watching this video right now has heard of the name Gedi-Kor before, but if you haven't, maybe you're a little bit newer to the Brawl Stars community, I wouldn't blame you because Gedi has been kind of away from the Brawl community for quite some time. But he has finally returned with one of the coolest new Brawler concepts I've ever seen in the Brawl Stars community. It's like, you know, he had some time away from Brawl, but comes right back and it's just amazing. Gedi-Kor's story is an amazing one. It started off by him posting and showing off his talent within the Brawl Stars community, coming up with amazing ideas and renditions of those ideas. If you guys go to the Brawl Stars subreddit and organize by the top, the most popular posts of all time, Gedi-Kor has so many designs and ideas up there. His most popular one was King Frank, a new skin idea here, sitting at 11.4 thousand upvotes. And this is basically what he did in the community to get a name for himself here in Brawl Stars, coming up with these really well thought out ideas, and the artwork supplemented those ideas so dang well. If we keep moving down, we see so many more. We have Gedi-Kor 3 years ago, Witch Jessie skin, 10,000 upvotes. Horus Bow, one of the most iconic skins that Gedi made of all time, literally sparking Supercell Make. This was the first winner of Supercell Make, along with the Demonic Bow skin, but this skin in the game is thanks to Gedi-Kor. And there's just so many more examples. We have Legendary Daryl here by Gedi-Kor. We have Mecha Bull made 3 years ago. All of these some time ago. And you guys get the picture. If you just scroll down a little bit through the top posts here, you'll see so many of his skin ideas that he made in the past. This Shelly skin looking amazing. Now there's a reason why most of the posts that we see by Gedi here in the Brawl community were some time ago. Like I said before, his story is a really cool one because people discovered his talent as he made a name for himself in the Brawl community, posting these amazing artworks of different skins, and he got a job. I believe something to do with the art department for Cookie Run, which I could be a little bit wrong about that. I don't know the specifics of his title for Cookie Run, but it's kind of one of those cool stories. Gedi sharing his artwork for a very long time, building a name for himself in the Brawl community, and then it translates to an amazing job using his talents, right? It's so dang cool. But then that gets us to present day, where we haven't really heard that much about Gedi in terms of like stuff within the Brawl Stars community, but there was a string of tweets that he sent out a few days ago where it looked like he was starting to design stuff in regards to Brawl Stars again. We had this post coming out 3 days ago, all blurred out, getting the community hyped up. Then we had this post 1 day ago, yesterday, saying tomorrow, looking really interesting if you ask me. I've been following this and I was looking forward to today. And then finally, we have the post and the thing that he was working on for some time for the Brawl Stars community, and that is a new Brawler concept. And as you guys know here on this channel, I love ideas. One of my favorite videos to make here on this channel is taking a look at the amazing talent inside the Brawl Stars community when it comes to update ideas and seeing if they will one day be implemented into the game or just throw out cool ideas. So this is right up my alley, and seeing that it's Gedi-Kor makes it even better because his artwork is just next level, dude. Like, this is a loading screen you would see from the Brawl Stars dev team, made by one person, you know what I mean? This is so high quality, and you can tell that he just has so much talent, and it's cool to see that talent being utilized in the Brawl space, right? But getting into the specifics about this post, because I'm really excited about the mechanics of this new character. You never know, Gedi has a lot of pull or a lot of notoriety in the Brawl community. Maybe, just maybe, we'll be seeing something similar to this in the very near future. You never know. But the Brawler Gedi ended up designing's name is Mari. Along with it, an entire loading screen, almost as if he developed an update for this character to come out, along with a Brawl Pass. We see skins there in the background and stuff like that. It's so freaking cool. And on top of that, we have a little bit more of a further rundown as to what Mari would be like here in the game. But first things first, I want to take a closer look at this loading screen because it is exceptional. We have Mr. P there, a new Mr. P skin getting bashed by Mari and her paint. We have a really awesome skin for Ems there in the background. My goodness, dude, we need Gedi-Kor to get in cahoots with Supercell and just develop this update, right? I would love all of this. The environment looks really, really interesting. The skins look really awesome. The next skin up here, we have Ash. It looks like he's a painter or like a artist there in the background. So amazing. We have Stu, a police officer. Stu, that would fit so well. And we have Crow there in the background as well. I'm not sure what type of skin that is, but it's looking pretty dang awesome. We got the cops there in the background. Police Bull. I didn't even notice that the first time. Look at that. It's amazing. So I guess the vibe of this update, or where Mari would come to the game in this season, would be like a city vibe where maybe Mari is like a artist that likes to paint around town, maybe a little bit of illegal activity with that, maybe like graffiti or something like that, because she enjoys painting so dang much and just can't stop, which is why we have the cops in the background and stuff like that. It's a cool vibe, dude. It's a really, really cool vibe. We need this update, Brawl Stars, please. Please. But next up, heading into a little bit more specifics about Mari here. I love her mechanics so dang much. So Mari is a damage dealer. She appears to be a mythic rarity. We also have a description as to what Mari is like here in the Brawl community, and might honestly give a little bit more context as to what we were talking about in the loading screen. Mari wants to make the world into one of great artwork. She is overpainting everything she sees to make her dream come true. So maybe she is like graffitiing in the city and stuff like that. That's really, really cool. Have a little bit more to look at as to what her mechanics might be like, and her weapons looking so dang good. And then we take a look at what she would be like in game. Dude, Gedi went all out. She looks so dang good. And then actually playing against a tick there. So cool, dude. I mean, come on. Gedi went Super Saiyan on this brawler concept. Look at all these designs. They're so cute and fitting. It would fit right into the Brawl Stars universe, I would say. We have her there looking like a little bit of a menace with the police stew. Amazing, dude. It's amazing. But next, getting into a little bit of what she would be like here in game. So Mari is a damage dealer, and her design intent is a character who takes control of the battlefield with a weak and slow attack and brings long-term victories. So more of a utility type brawler or supportive character. Her attack is called painting. Paints the ground, swinging a paint roller forward, and more damage over time if they stay in the area of effect. If the enemy is hit by the moving paint, the area of effect will be created up to there. So we have a little bit of a look-see here as to what the basic attack would be like. She paints out a short distance, which leaves the paint on the ground to last for some time, and then if the tick gets hit by it for 766 damage, it stops right there. More specifics, Mari's attack leaves an area of effect like Barley's. If the projectile hits the enemy or obstacle, the paint will be created up to there. So freaking cool, man. Getting into more specific statistics, we have her health at 5,400, normal speed, her damage 766, which we mentioned before. Her range is normal, and her reload is slow, but her reload is actually a little bit more unique than what we're normally used to here in Brawl Stars. Mari has to use up all of her ammo to reload it. So you don't have this consistent reloading with Mari, which kind of makes sense for a character, seeing that she's using paint. I think that's pretty cool, where once it's all out, you gotta fill it back up. I wonder if it's like instantaneous, right? Just goes right back to max. But next, moving along to her super, where some of her interesting mechanics kind of come into play, and what gets me so excited. We have Blind Splash. Mari throws a paint box to enemies. If they get hit, the screen is covered for a small period of time. This idea has kind of popped up a few different times inside the Brawl Stars community, and we see these mechanics in other games, like in Mario Kart and stuff like that, with like the squid ink, where it impairs your vision and just makes it a little bit more challenging to play Brawl Stars. Having a super like that, I think, would be devastating in a game like this. But we can see kind of what it would look like. Mari throws out that paint bucket, hitting the tick, and the tick is under that vision impairment for some time with that symbol next to the health bar. Mari's super has the same mechanism as Dynamite's, so a lobber of sorts, and then when an attack is hit, a blind mark is created on the enemy. The enemy can't view the game screen normally for 2.5 seconds. And this is a good example as to what it would look like in Tick's shoes when you get hit by the super. So Gedi is showcasing the perspective of the blue team here, and then showcasing the perspective of the red team. So Tick is just like tunnel vision, baby, for 2.5 seconds. It's going to be hard to play Brawl Stars, dude. I find that so dang cool. It's a very unique mechanic. I don't know how well it would play out in Brawl Stars, but new is always really fun to explore, and I think something like this would really be good in this game, and I would love to see it. But getting into the gadgets and star powers, starting off with the gadgets, the very first one is called Dripping. Mari's next attack has 40% longer range and 20% less damage, so this would be a great gadget just to get more of your paint on the field, right? So it'd be harder for the enemy team to navigate around the map and try to avoid the damage that would come from the paint that's left there. But next, moving on to the second gadget called Overlap. Mari instantly gains 2 ammo as soon as you hit that gadget. Pretty straightforward and simple, but I think it would help her out quite a lot, seeing that you're not continuously reloading or anything like that, just to get 2 more ammo instantly, just to increase the DPS, you know what I mean? Kind of like a Colt deal, you know? But then the first star power, we have Diluent. I don't know if I'm saying that right, dude. I don't even know if I've ever said that word in my entire life. When Mari is on her paint, she will have increased movement speed, so another star power that would work really well in tandem with that first gadget. And in the second star power, we have Blindfold. Mari's Blind Splash can cover enemies' screen for 1.5 seconds more, so that's a grand total of 4 seconds of not being able to see very well. Guys, after going through all the mechanics that Mari has here, would you be interested in playing with this character? And don't lie, show of hands, throw it in the comments, put your hands up. Would you play with Mari? I sure as heck would. She seems super fun and honestly pretty dang game changing. If you are up against someone in a 1v1 interaction, throw that super down and you are in a really good position to win that confrontation. And being a supportive character with that super and stuff like that, I think would be incredibly fun. Brawl Stars dev team, we have Gedi finally back to the Brawl Stars community. We need to make sure he sticks around longer. We need this character in the game. Do him a solid, man. Do him a solid. We need Mari. But along with this amazing brawler concept, Gedi also posted it to his YouTube channel, basically how he ended up making Mari, which is a really cool watch if you guys are a fan of art, or if you just want to see how that loading screen was made by a very talented artist. I would highly recommend you go check it out. I'll be leaving a link in the description down below to this video, as well as to his channel if you guys would like to support him. This guy is next level. I'm such a huge fan. But yeah, everyone, I think that's a good ending point for this video here today. I wanted to make this episode for 2 different reasons. Number 1, I'm a huge fan of new ideas or update concepts in the Brawl community, as well as somewhat of an appreciation video to Gedi-Kor finally being back and creating artwork for Brawl Stars. It's always so dang cool seeing amazing artists flexing their skill in the Brawl Stars community, right? Super fun to follow. But yeah, everyone, if you ended up enjoying this video, be sure to slap a like on it. Really appreciate that. Have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. Keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Adios and take care.